Hey, welcome back to the channel, the Model Building Corner. I'm Joe. Um, Hadn't posted in a few days, but I have been getting a little bit of work done here and there on this Datsun 240Z. It's been kicking my butt a little bit, but you gotta believe in yourself and push through. Yeah, you gotta believe in yourself. I've seen that somewhere recently, and I can't remember where the heck I've seen that saying. But anyway, so I'll show you what I got done on that. Well, I did a little bit here and there, but that's about it. This cat just used. I just cleaned a litter box. The cat just used it, and I'll tell you what, it's bad. I hate when he does that. But anyway, I got shop cards left. I've still got plenty of the new ones. If anybody needs the old one, the original, I've got those too. So hit me up with an email. But more importantly, I got stickers. So so anybody that wants a sticker, like I said, I've only recently started saving addresses, so the ones that I do have, I am going to go ahead and send stickers out to you guys and gals. But I only started saving them recently, so I've only got like maybe 10, if that. So if you guys want, if you don't have the new shop card, if you're a new viewer, you don't have anything from me, hit me up on my email. There it is. There, yeah, right there. Okay, we will go ahead and send you out both shop cards and a sticker. So yeah, okay. These are super expensive, so I'm gonna have to charge for these. No, I'm just kidding. When I had these made up, the guy overcharged me, and he told me that on my next printing, he'll do it for free. I'm like, okay. But I hadn't used, I still got plenty, so I'm like, I want stickers. So I went in there and I was like, yo, dude, if I, because I do the artwork myself, so all he's doing is printing. I said, I know stickers are probably more expensive than a card, so what would the price difference be if you made me up some stickers? He's like, how many do you want? I'm like, I'll start with 50. I don't know. He's like, don't worry about it. So he took care of it for me. So yeah, happy about that. They did stretch a little. They did stretch it a little bit, so it does. So the Super Bird does look a little longer than it should be, but for free, I'm not complaining. So anyway, let me get you in here, show you what I got going on, and maybe I'll show you what I got going on over there too today. Who knows? Potluck Saturday. I wonder what JT's doing today. Alright. Alright, so besides a mess still, I can't remember where I left off last time, what I showed you guys. But on the vehicle itself, well, I can't remember if I showed you the exhaust, but yeah, I think I did. It's rebuilt and restored, so it's ready to go on. John from Canada, tells me that it's kind of a bear. There's really the way it hangs and stuff, so we'll see what that looks like. On the car itself, I did do the panel black. I was so afraid to use the Tamiya on this paint, being it the way. All right, that's not. Being it the way that the paint is flaking off of the parts, I was so afraid on the vehicle to damage the paint. So I did just use acrylic black, mixed it up, watered down. So I got that done. I got the second coat of the black underneath the trim. So I am going to redo the trim just to freshen that up. I got to do a little bit more cleanup on the smudges of the acrylic, which is a reason why I'm so glad I used it. So did that. Whoops. Did that. I still got to paint the door handle. What else did I do? I think, I'm not sure. I got to check, but I think that this ridge here, I think that's supposed to be a silvery, not chrome, but so I'm gonna hit that with a. I'll see what if the Sharpie will run it. If the Sharpie won't run it, I'm just gonna use the pen that Tom sent me because it flows so good. So I just got to touch that little stuff up there. I did paint the interior, so it'll be a professional look. I like the way the panel black, the acrylic worked on these lines here and on the little air intake there. So when I hit the wipers, I intentionally didn't do the blades. I'm going to do those in black. So I think that we're caught up. So I guess I really didn't do a lot. But we're going to get it done. Between today and tomorrow, this is getting done. Because I got to get on that 4x4 for Pat. Over there at Pat Scale Dreams. No, Pat Scale Dreams. What is it called? Where is his card? Sorry, Pat. Cards Scale Dreams. Yeah. So, he's a Canadian fella. I put him in touch with John. Because John from Canada that sent me this kit thought he couldn't get MCW paint up there. And I told him, well, Pat thought the same thing. But Pat found out he could, so they've been talking. I also blacked out this grill. I think I'm going to dull this grill down because I don't think it's supposed to be chrome. I might go over this with my pen and try to dull that down. We'll see. Anyway, stand by. Here's what I got going on today. I've already boiled up some shells. I've got a stick of butter melting. I got more of these tins from the food supply store. Grocery store. Different kinds of cheeses and my spices. And I'm going to be making me up some macaroni and cheese. And instead of doing a small batch like I normally do, since I live alone because I'm a loser. No, just kidding. I got these from the store and I'm going to put them in and freeze them. So that'll be cool. Okay, the body is retouched up. I've got the silver inside the headlight buckets because there's nothing that goes behind there except for clear lenses. I got the trim touched up, so that's good. On the exhaust is in. For the most part, it lays flat. So if you do it like that, it looks good from the bottom. However, look at that. Wait, where is it? I think that's it, right? Is that it? No, that's not it. Hold on, let me show you. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so that's the way the exhaust lays, okay? However, look right there. That's the pipe, okay? That pipe is supposed to be attached to that exhaust manifold all the way up there. So, how does that happen? So it almost looks like there's a pipe in between missing. They should have molded this better. So what I might try is once this glue is all set, okay, I still got to fix this little spooge. Once this glue is all set, I might heat this pipe up and run it down there. Get it as close as I can without distorting this and making it look funny. Otherwise, it's just going to have a gap and you're never going to see it from the top or the bottom. So that's my plan. So let me keep moving on. Alright, well, I got my two different kinds of cheeses all, what do you call it? Processed. you might be saying, Joe, why didn't you just buy shredded cheese? Well, they claim, the experts, the cooks, not me, that the shredded cheese actually has a coating on it so that it doesn't stick in the bag, and therefore it doesn't melt as well. So I was just buy the block and chop it up myself in the processor. I got my butter just about all melted. I just got to add some flour to that. Make a row your boat. Anyway, I won't bore you guys with this. Your macaroni, when you cook it, don't cook it all the way because you're going to end up baking it. Whoops. So you don't want the macaroni to get mushy. So, alright. Alright, I got my master cylinder installed and my battery is installed. That is the best looking kit master cylinder I have ever seen. I think I'm going to paint the reservoir and the cap, and I think that might be a slave cylinder back there. I don't know. I don't know my foreign cars. But anyway, so turns out that on this car, the firewall and is the outside and the inside is the interior, so I have to paint that before I put my pedals in there. Well, I don't believe it, but I got to, because I'm looking right at it, just like Derek says. That exhaust is located. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. You can see it from there maybe. But that exhaust is located where it's supposed to be. And it's nice and flat. So, that pipe just needed some persuasion. Man, in the up-close shots, I can still see I need some touch-ups. But when you look at it with the naked eye, she looks good. Oh, guess what? I fought it. It fought me. No, it didn't. The glass went in perfect. It snaps in with the quarter windows. Oh, look at that. You can see, see? Cameras stink. Anyway, so yeah, so the glass is in. So we're getting there. All right. That is about where I need it. Let it go a little bit longer. I've already tested on it, and it tastes great. I experiment with different cheeses, and this time I just used a blend of mozzarella and sharp cheddar, and then some Parmesan. It's onion powder, salt, pepper, some garlic powder, a little bit of Worcester sauce, a little bit of paprika, and it's looking fine. Doing this one-handed, ready for our macaroni. Well, let me get this all mixed up. We'll see where we're at. Alright, so there you have it. That's going to be 3 nights of dinner for me. See, normally when I make this and I only do half a box, I end up throwing most of it away. So now that I thought about freezing it, it's a lot more cost effective. So let me get some lids on these. Actually, I'm gonna put some topping on these. Okay, panko breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese mixed together. So sometimes I'll put more grated cheese on top, sometimes I won't put anything. So, you know, this is all just an experimentation. Okay. Ready to freeze. Actually, I'm going to let these cool a little bit, so let's get back to building some models. Okay, stuff is happening. So I got the pedals in. I'm going to do a second. I'll touch this up once that glue sets. I got the battery is in. I went ahead and hit the slave cylinder and the master cylinder. I don't know if that's a slave cylinder or a clutch master. That won't focus. And then your master cylinder. So I got those in white. I'll do the caps. I wanted something different on the dash, so I went ahead and I did the those thingies. You know what they call those gauges in white. Let that dry up, and then I'll hit it with my pencil and see if I can get some detail in there. I still got to detail up the buttons on the dash. What else? I got my handbrake installed. I got to touch up on that because the paint just falls off this stuff. Let's see, shifter. This is probably going to be a shifter delete unless I can find one in my parts box, because where is it? That little shifter, I was afraid to use my nippers. I didn't want to break it because it was so tiny, so I used the knife and I covered the part while I was using the knife to break it off the sprue. It still went flying. So who knows? It could be anywhere. It could be on top of my head. Oh, look at that. Holy cow. I just found it. I'll be. So I got to get that painted up and cleaned up and painted up because I never did. So I cannot believe I just found that while I'm sitting here talking to you guys. You guys are good luck. So, all right, we're moving right along. All right, so I cleaned up the body some more of the black acrylic that was kind of getting on the orange, so I got that taken care of. I did the best I could with the Sharpie on the emblem there. The one side, remember this side I messed up because I was started to use this really nice pen that flows really good. That's too aggressive, so I used the Sharpie after that until the Sharpie stopped working, so I never got a chance to finish that one. So I used the silver Sharpie again and did that. So on my dash, I went in there with the silver pencil. You can't really see it on the camera, but there's just a hint of something there. And then the center console area is detailed up some. Let's see. I got my core support and radiator. Has to dry. I did the core support itself. Oh, I missed a spot. I'm so dummy. I got the core support in flat. I did the radiator in gloss. That's got to dry some more. My firewall. Oh, got to touch up a spot. But I do have the caps done. I got the batteries in. The backside. Oh, man. Did that cat really use the toilet again? The backside is drying. I did the pedals. I did the firewall itself in flat. And then the arms are in gloss. So that's got to dry. Let's see. I got my steering column. I still have to, on the steering wheel, still got to put my seats together too. Whoa, something does stink. I don't know if it's the cat. I have to wood grain the steering wheel, and I also was supposed to wood grain the shifter knob, but once again that thing's deleted on. I'll tell you what happened. So there is the knob with the shaft. I was cleaning the boot and it snapped off the boot. I don't know where it's at. So once again, deleted on. Anyway, so let me get you back upstairs here for a minute. Alright, so I'm going to leave this video here, but it's not the end of my build session because I got to get this thing done. So, I mean, this has been an all-day process, even though it looks like only a little bit got done because I was doing a bunch of stuff in between, obviously making the macaroni and cheese. If you guys didn't like seeing that, I apologize. Hopefully you skipped through it. I also made my regular dinner and ate that. I also took a 3-hour nap in between, so I gotta get this done because I gotta get back on this truck. I'm thinking about maybe right now going ahead and spraying my pinstripe color so that has a couple of days to dry before I tape over it. I went online to Slicks and Mike's to see what they had as far as a pinstripe decal. That way I could have just very easily taped it off, painted both colors, and then used a decal for the pinstripe. But I didn't like anything I seen, so I was trying to debate what color. And a viewer did comment that he thinks that between the maroon that's on top and the pepper gray metallic that's going to be on the bottom, he's suggesting an orange pinstripe. I kind of like it. So I think I'm not going to use the same orange that I used on this, and I'm not going to airbrush an orange. I do have a can of Testors enamel, so, and that's the reason why I ordered this paint, because the two colors I wanted to use, one was an enamel, one was a lacquer. I didn't want to take that chance, so everything on it's going to be enamel. I got to double check the Testors to make sure it is enamel, but I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm thinking I'm just going to spray a line around in the orange, let that cure a couple of days, and then I'm going to take the Tamiya tape, suggested by Don, my buddy out there, run the tape on a mirror, use a straight edge, and cut it to the thickness that I want for the pinstripe, lay that on, and then tape off, using that as my guide, tape off the bottom or the top, whichever one I'm going to do first, spray that color, and then spray the other color, and then leave that Tamiya tape on it the entire time, so that once I pull it all off, I should have a nice perfect orange pinstripe. I can't cross my fingers on my own. They won't even stay anymore. What's going on? There we go. So, anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Again, email if you want a shop card, whether you don't have any at all, if you need the new one, and if you have both shop cards and you want a sticker, hook me up. Hit me up. Don't hook me up. A lot of you guys have been hooking me up. Anyway, so appreciate it, guys. Take care, and I'll see you later, because I'm going to keep building. I'm going to keep recording. So take care.